Miss out on this year's MetroCon? Couldn't check out all the awesome events? Then RVT has got you covered. Join the Shades as he presents all the events from this year's convention. What's more, we'll have a live commentary with the cast and crew of the events, sharing backstage stories and more. Here's the lineup. Week 1 ignites the heart with the Metro Fire Show, Kingdom Hearts. Week 2 is on the hunt for ghosts with the Star Party, Spoopernatural. Week 3 looks for hopes and dreams in the Rhythm City Chronicles. Week 4 is all the last with Metro Night Live. Week 5 is a special concert with Caleb Hiles and Jonathan Young. Week 6 is Getting Swifty with the Rick and Morty Stunt Show. Week 6 is Saving the Day with the Superhero Comedy and Stunt Show. Week 8 stops crime at the Fantasy Masquerade. And finally, Week 9 wraps it all up with the Anime Human Combat Chess Match. So come check out the Shades YouTube channel every Monday night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern for all the exciting action. It's MetroCon. Keep the gear turning on.
Superhero time starts now.
Hi, I'm Brandon J. McLaren, and you're listening to the Ranger Recap.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ranger Recap, the only Power Rangers podcast to ask the question, how many trophies have you talked to today? And how many trophies have talked back? Freaky.
Well, for Hiromi Takahashi, that's a daily occurrence, apparently.
That's very true. That's very true, but how many statues, how many little men and women posing on trophies have actually talked to you? Unless your name is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Let's see if anyone gets that reference.
Yeah, I
get it.
Remember the episode when her trophy came to life and she constantly called her a cheater because she cheated to win a karate tournament? Of course you don't.
It has been a long time since I watched that show, admittedly.
I know, but that was a prompt for Negasonic Teenage Warhead to say, 5-year-old. Real laugh, fake laugh, hiding real pain.
Hey, it is a 90s reference, and there is a 90s party happening at Ranger's job.
What to wear?
Come on to Slam, and welcome to the jam.
I'm glad someone's got an idea.
Have I gone all in too early? I'm broke and I hate being broke.
Oh, you don't get to talk about being broke after what was revealed on a special holiday. By the way, happy belated Kaiser Day to everyone.
I saw what you're talking about.
I know your feels. I know your feels.
Premium Bandai, I hate you. I hate you so much. Anyway, introductories out of the way. I'm Easy Rider S of Shades, and that's Matty Jay. Sorry, normally news would go here, but it's been kind of slow.
Yeah, I mean, I check every Thursday, and I even confirm with these guys. Like, is there? And I didn't see any news stories. Unless you've got anything for me, I'm calling it, and nothing.
The only real newsworthy thing I saw is that the Ninja Steel cast is heading to New York Comic Con. Whoopity-doo!
Yeah. That and a couple of small toy announcements and nothing like there's a special Funko Pop for Alpha 5 is that I've a black Alpha 5 is all I've
black
seen.
And gold Dragon Zord.
Yeah, like
black and gold Dragon Zord and a black and gold Alpha 5.
Yeah, that's all we've seen. Like that's not enough to make a news segment out of, guys. Come on.
What should be newsworthy is Easy and I have officially confirmed our stuff and things for Ranger stuff, so we will be there in Square, for God's sakes.
Oh yeah, it took me a while to get some plane tickets, but I'm glad I waited because they actually dropped down in price, and I was amazed. I under 200, under 200 for plane tickets to Rangers House. I know, right? See, folks, this is why we say bide your time.
Bide your time, but also check often. Check early, check often.
Yes.
You know? And if it don't work, be patient. Hell, I scored my tickets back in May, June, something like that, and I scored them for under 300, which for international travel, especially if you're a Canadian, that's a good price.
Indeed.
So there's that, you know. And of course I just settled my insurance, and unrelated, I switched phone companies for cell phone usage, and I am happy with my plan. Though the first bill is gonna suck, and the last bill from the last place is gonna suck.
Doesn't it always? Yes.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, but anyway, one thing we should notice is that our boy Shades over here survived another hurricane.
Whoop,
Shades.
whoop.
Shades, alive and well.
Yeah. I'm amazed, quite frankly, because I was really worried it was going to be a problem, but nope. The worst we had was some like minor damage out front, and I mean very minor, and a little bit of ceiling inside. A little bit of ceiling came up, like got a leak inside. That was the worst of it, and we were out of internet for a day and a half tops. So we actually got off pretty light compared to some people.
Yeah. So yeah, they weathered the damn, I had something for this. Armageddon.
Armageddon. No, truth be told, if you were in South Florida, that hurricane was a bitch. If you were in Central Florida or higher, it was barely a storm because it dropped to Category 2 by the time it got to us.
Yeah, we joke, but a lot of people, not just in Florida, but even in my neck of the woods, Houston, have lost businesses, homes, their livelihoods, and oh my God! Actually, my dad came down here. He's down here for the week. We actually went around looking through neighborhoods, and people had their stuff piled up on the curb, and it's morbid.
Yeah,
it's really. I can only imagine what you're seeing, Shades.
Yeah, it's actually, like I said, for our neck of the woods, like I'm in Central Florida, it's not that bad. I mean, there's been a couple houses here and there. There's still places without power. I think it's the big thing. There's a lot of areas still without power. But no, South Florida, like, Naples or Miami and area, some of them are just, they got hit hard. They got hit with a full Category 4.
Still, though.
To bottom line it, obviously there are people who saw the thing that happened earlier this week when they rose all of the monies for charities, helping out with Hurricane Harvey and Irma. If you haven't yet, do your research, donate appropriately, and if you must, please do.
Yeah. I'd like to add an addendum to that.
Obviously.
I'd like to add an addendum to that. Don't give to the American Red Cross. They're rip-off artists.
Yeah.
And I can back this up because everyone else in the neighborhood of my uncle and his cousin, everyone else got food, supplies, and stuff like that. Guess what they offered my cousin Gavin and my uncle Mick when they drove by? Hey, would you like a mop and bucket to clean up the water? That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, no food.
Mop and bucket.
That's it. Yeah. Those bastards. See, this is why I will never give a cent to the American Red Cross. Because, screw those guys.
See, I went PC going, do your research appropriately, because I saw the picture of the Red Cross next of a comparison plate between a local church, which had a full plate of food and delicious looking food at that, and then the press-on freezer burnt chicken McNuggets from the Red Cross. I'm like,
Yeah.
But enough of the politics. We got a Power Rangers episode to watch.
Yeah, let's get to that, shall we?
Yes. The race is on, as they would say.
Yes.
The heat is on. The heat is on. What?
No, nothing. It's good.
No, that was good. That was good.
Also, yeah, I think it's safe to say the three of us have seen this episode already, and yes, we know.
We know what's coming.
We know what's coming in this episode. You guys don't have to tell us anything.
I just did a Terminator stinger last week.
I'm gonna have something to say about this episode. Actually, I'm gonna have something to say about a lot of the last few episodes. That's gonna string together a little theory of mine. But again, after this show, because something I've been noticing in these newer episodes.
Yeah. Also, in response to Matt too, who's been talking about how every big charity ripoff, I'm willing to guess that there's at least a few of the big ones out there that aren't ripoffs. But I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people say FEMA's a ripoff. FEMA actually came through for my uncle. Actually, they cut him a big check. So don't tell me FEMA doesn't work. Well, for some, not others. But anyway,
that's getting off.
We won't dwell on that. But anyway.
We're not going into politics. We're entertainers. We're here to take away from the mundane reality of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Long story short, our thoughts and prayers with everyone affected by Harvey and Irma, and move on.
Yes.
All right. So I think it's time we get this party started. Hopefully you have your episode loaded up from whatever legal resource is available to you. Let's get this started. Power Rangers Ninja.
Unless you can't get a freaking one, unless you can't get an official one, because we have to say it. We have to remind the people. 1, 2, 3. Fuck the Nick channel! FTN!
FTN.
Hashtag
FTN.
Yeah, hashtag FTN.
Thank God we're still allowed to say that instead of.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a cease and desist yet.
That WB stooge goes everywhere. I'm telling you.
I know, right? That's insane. They're always watching.
Indeed.
Oh yeah. No, we need unsolved mysteries, but that's not as doobly doodle.
Or X-Files. X-Files.
Also, Josh Weinberg with a good one. Ace? Maybe there's a spade ace in here somewhere. Oh, wait, it's not Toku Rips yet.
Knowing him, he's probably still stuck at work.
Probably. Anyway, let's get this going. Power Rangers Ninja Steel, episode 13, Ace and the Race. In 3, 2, 1, play.
I swear to God, if Cowboy Bob Orton shows up, I'm going to mark out.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
No, me neither. If only Roddy Piper was still alive. And this is my bodyguard, Ace. Lake Sunshine.
Also, that mayor, my God, state of your mustache.
Also, that has to be the youngest mayor I've ever seen. What did he come into office after he graduated high school?
Apparently.
Mayor Hipster, nice to see you again. Your honorship. That's what I'm calling him, Mayor Hipster.
Makes sense.
Oh, what sweet lord is this?
It's Musa Domino!
That's what I was thinking too. Wow, the 50s called. They want their look back.
Paint my muscle car prune color, please.
Also, relationship goals right there. When you have a girl that could quote you, yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's related to the Lizinator.
Oh, God.
Hey, what is this? What's going on here? Why is he using my voice?
Also, I don't remember Arnie having a huge Yosemite Sam beard. Actually, no, he looks more like freaking Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then
my
there's
God.
this. What the fuck?
What the hell? He's become RT, the strongest man in the world.
God, you're right.
Artie!
He is. I never noticed that. Holy crap, you're right.
It's Artie in the colors of X-Aid.
Oh my God! It's a hipster Artie. It's a
Artie.
No. CrossFit Artie. There you go.
God.
Hashtag CrossFit Artie.
Artie.
There's another
Oh my
90s joke for you
God.
folks. Anyone gets that?
Hashtag CrossFit Artie. I think that's our thing tonight.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
the
with you on
CrossFit
that.
Artie. We'll
I
do
am
some
so with you on
crunches,
that.
and then we'll do freaking barbells and toss some medicine ball around. And then in a couple of months, you'll be Seth freaking Rollins.
I am actually amazed our chat gets it.
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. That many greasers and the Fonz isn't around. Bullshit. Folks.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Actually, doesn't he look like that guy from Christine? The one who was a nerd, but when he caught Christine, he became all badass.
Probably. Also, hickory dickory dock. This chick was sucking my whoa.
Also, why are you wearing a leather jacket in 110-degree weather?
Because my guess is they don't want to reveal the guy's a hipster poser.
I guess, but man. Well,
Okay.
What?
Pushing the car, I can get. But pushing a car with 3 people in it? No.
No. Also, this is a weird retelling of the ninja encounter.
Uh-huh.
It's like the greasers are like from Stone Canyon or something. Bob Shoe Spike! That's a made-up name. Get him!
Yeah, real. That's about as subtle as
Yeah.
a sledgehammer there, buddy.
Bob Shoe Spike.
That'd be like calling him Bob Shamalamadu. I don't run away.
What
You're
the hell?
feeling very, very sleepy. Now, let's kick some ace.
Oh, God. I thought we were all here to have fun. Oh, look at that.
Winning.
Show
Oh my God.
Show off.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, my God. The Miz isn't isn't this much of a prima donna.
And trust
Oh,
me,
God.
folks, and trust me, for you non-wrestling fans, trust us, that's saying a hell of a lot.
believe us, Hollywood Miz Hogan isn't as douchey. And he is a douchey person. Inside of my head, I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing in this skinny bastard's body? Where are my glutes? My thighs are all gone.
Victor, valedictorian of guys who peaked in high school.
Whoa!
I
the
feel like
hell,
any
Brody?
second of. I feel like any second. I feel like they should be doing the do.
All right.
That or a Frosted Flakes commercial is going to break out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
mean,
ain't
we just see
making
Tony
the
the Tiger
Wheaties
running
box,
out there.
that's for sure.
Right!
Yep.
Well, he sure as shit ain't making the Wheaties box.
Oh! Actually, no. I know what this is. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It's a Juicy Fruit commercial.
My God.
Ah, the power of my white cod piece has prevailed. You'd think it'd be easily found out with Preston's magic, but you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
I guess it only works when it wants to.
Also, Carrot 36. Wait, someone getting thrown into the water? Did Eno write that scene?
Nah.
Oh.
What the hell, man? Okay, I take it back. He's not related to the Lizinator. He's related to the Pachinko machine.
Okay, does anyone else find those talking trophies look very fucking creepy?
Ah! Yes!
Well, I think that was the intent.
Oh my god, you've turned them into sovereigns from Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
He is Ego.
No.
Oh God.
No. Weeping angels.
Oh god, even worse.
Though funny enough, we just watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 the other day.
You did nothing. Well, I could have told you that.
I don't know what's
Oh god.
Is it sad that
knock it off.
Is it sad that Victor's trophy face was actually the best looking of the group?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
not by
feels
much. Don't get me
better.
wrong; it still looked ugly as shit. But compared to the others, it actually looked somewhat decent.
I told you I was here to pump you up.
Oh my god.
God,
Again, now I'm picturing Arnie with a big tree beard.
Hey, is that a bad thing?
No, but it's just something. It's hard for me to pick.
It's weird.
Picture.
It's weird, but
Here, I'll add to that. How about Arnie with the tree beard and a crown of leaves? Because that's what he's got on there too.
Oh my god.
I just now noticed that myself.
Arnold
Oh my
Schwarzenegger
God.
is Jesus Christ.
Arnold Schwarzenegger reprises his Hercules in New York skit.
Calvin.
What have we learned? Cars are heavy.
And you're a real jerk of all trades. Also, he's changing your oil for free. This would cost tons at AutoZone.
Mm-hmm.
You're a greaser and you hate when you get oil on your hands. You know how dumb that sounds, right?
You know what? For a guy who drives around classic cars, I'm sorry, but brah, you're not a true car nut.
Nope. Here, and to quote our buddy Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret, he's a BFF.
Wait a minute.
And here's the proof.
Busted.
You're a big fat phony. Look at this guy in the leather coat. He's a big fat phony. And once
Hey,
again,
I just said that.
And once again, to quote Brian Zane, what a mark.
Seriously, it's 2017. Get with the times.
Seriously, who acts like this anymore? And now, instant karma.
Mick, did you cut their brake line? Maybe. Oh, Mick.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
No.
No! And Mick does it again!
Oops.
Forget about something there, Calvin.
Mick has to go back to being Snarf on Thundercats.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, Mick, the thumb is up for this mentor.
Seriously.
Yeah. Kelson, I've almost forgotten about that guy you played in Overdrive. Go long! Go long! And he breaks in half the end.
Oh,
Thank you, Kid Show. Thank you, Kid Show.
Yeah.
oh God.
A trophy form of Victor flirting with a mermaid statue in a freaking goldfish aquarium. You know, for kids, right?
Ladies
He
and
just turned
gentlemen,
into Enzo Amore on Lana. How you doing?
ladies and gentlemen, the closest Power Rangers will ever get to sex. That scene.
Let that burn into your brain for all of eternity.
Uh-huh.
Why are they racing the monster? Couldn't they just, kill it? Oh my God! Now this episode just turned into fighting into not gung ho, but the other one where they're fighting with each other, where Jason and Tommy are bickering.
I can't remember it.
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember it either. Wait, who wrote that rule?
I did because I'm an idiot and a loser. And I'm not Arnold. I'm a cheating son of a bitch.
I'm here too. Nope, didn't get a word of that. Didn't get a word of that, Grunt.
If you're not careful, the both of y'all be daved.
Oh my God. No shit!
To be fair, they actually made it look like they actually showed him as actual Basher bots until he pointed that out. So that was actually good on them.
Did you say they were dummies? Yeah?
Dummies. Yeah.
So is the spell broken now, or did they just forget they had that, or no? I'll answer my own question. Who cares?
Uh-huh.
Whoa! You didn't tell us you mined the river. So the water just exploded for no reason. There's just exploding water. That does.
Yeah, they
that's
don't.
it.
It just explodes out of nowhere, and there's no shots being fired. They don't mention what the trap is. It's just, oh, there's a trap there, and all of a sudden explosions.
It makes sense if Baron Nero there was pushing buttons or something, making the
Or hell, just
like
have a
that.
couple Basher bots shooting something at him.
Exactly. Dun 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 dun.
You can tell that's the music they were going for too.
Oh yeah.
Also, DL bot, I'm gonna pretend you did not say that. I know where that reference is.
And it's Ninja Steel by a nose. Oh, now the spell breaks. They're the good guys.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you for
You know,
carrying those all the way out there so we could have a fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Very-
Phoenix. Oh, super kick. Nice. Also, I'm pretty sure that definitively proves one thing. Galvanax loves big sweaty monsters.
Oh
Oh,
God.
God.
Believe me, the
Oh,
original
God.
Jug will have me singing.
Guys, guys,
oh.
Guys, Victor's still in the tank. What's gonna happen?
Oh my god.
Oh, come on! You're not gonna show us. You're gonna make us work for it.
Oh.
Gotta love when they do that.
Boo.
I'm pretty sure he would have drowned by now. I mean, pretty sure you can't. Well, if you can talk as a trophy, I'm pretty sure you can breathe as a trophy. And you're not exactly going to swim out of a fish tank with 10 pounds of trophy attached to your feet.
Yeah.
I guess
also,
I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, you're probably. At this point, he's probably macking it with the fake mermaid in there.
Power Rangers logic. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. God damn it, you broke my ball.
Why do you gotta keep breaking my balls?
Phrasing.
That was the intent.
Oh no! What will happen next? Again, if you take Gigantify and it lasts longer than 4 hours, please consult a physician.
Mm-hmm.
Technically out of the ground and out of buildings, but who's counting?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, technically it's dark inside the building until they flip it around, so I'll give them that one, but the Bull Rider, I have no clue.
More running than the Running Man. Hey, Killian!
Here's Sub-Zero. Now, oh God, my feet. Oh, I'm dancing. I should not be dancing. My glutes.
I've got a spike up my ass!
Uplinks on the ground. Uplinks on the ground. Yeah, uplink your ass. And you will be on the ground.
Oh, we're having too much fun with this.
Hashtag fun.
Yeah.
This is my God! This is a '90s episode. Who says bogus anymore?
Seriously.
I stopped saying bogus after the second Bill and Ted movie. And oh no, I can't see how this will end. Will it involve a chainsaw sword?
That's all right. Keep it.
Ah.
Wait.
Well, you got the puns down. You got the puns down to be Arnie.
Oh my god.
Even Arnie would have called that pun lame.
What the hell is that? I could come up with better ones. Although I'm not Arnold, so I'm not gonna try.
What happened to shoeing? You had to split.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Yeah, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh, here we go. Where's my boyfriend? I mean best friend. Again, how are you breathing right now?
You know, all I'm gonna say is thank God for dance belts.
Uh-huh.
Very true.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And phrasing and boom and moving right along.
That is much appreciated there, Matty. Thank you.
Ugh.
Well, that just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a thing that happened.
All right. Well, time to do what we do best. Let's rate this bitch.
Okay. So, where do we start with this?
I have no fucking clue. I will say that as this was a character development episode, I think it was handled decently, but it felt like there was two different focuses going on here.
Yeah, this could have been handled a little better.
This does feel a little disjointed. I mean, could they really not find a better excuse for Calvin not to be there?
Yeah, that's the big problem I think with this episode as a whole is that they have either change the reason why he separates from them or change the what he separates them from. For example, instead of it being erased, it could have been anything else. That I think was the bigger problem here. Is it felt
My guess is they put in 2 episodes into one in this, and that's how it feels.
Two of their own plots because the Sentai footage was all from the same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again,
this
this feels like a recycled plot.
Yeah. This one's rough. This one's rough. It's not the worst watching experience. I mean, we've seen worse episodes where they cram 2 or 3 or 4 episodes from the Sentai into one episode of Power Rangers, and the results were quite crap. Yeah. This one, I think this one we get away with all the Arnold jokes, and this is one of those. It helps to be along with friends, obviously.
Yeah, I mean the subplot with Calvin realizing who his real friends are and what a real friend is was pretty decent in and of itself. But having that at the same time with the whole competitiveness thing seems it's like they had 2 different plots, but they didn't have a full episode for either one, so they just crammed them together.
Something tells me they rented that convertible, and damn it, they're going to use it.
I wouldn't doubt that for a minute.
And again, the whole greaser thing with the 3 kids. We only got to know one of them, Ace. What were the other 2 doing there?
His entourage, basically.
Did they even get to talk?
Barely. I mean, I think maybe one had 1 or 2 words tops.
Wow, you got paid to sit around in a leather jacket and sit in a car, man. Talk about a cushy job.
Yeah, no kidding.
But anyway, yeah. This feels this whole greaser thing in the car. Again, it feels really out of place. Maybe if it was a motorcycle gang, that I could buy because in that whole California-ish place, biker gangs are actually still a real thing. But greasers, come on, Judd. Becca, you can do better than this. You're better than this. Seriously, I'm surprised the Fonz didn't show up and try to jump a shark.
I know. Like, this is what this show was missing. An actual jumping of a shark.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing we want with Power Rangers, though. They probably jumped it a couple of times.
Yeah, they did. They did. It's called Megaforce.
Also, Matt too, I kind of see where you're coming from there, but that does not excuse them mashing it like this, okay? I'm sorry. That excuse is weak and you know it. You know, just because they have 20 episodes to work with doesn't mean they can't make each episode good. There have been people who've been able to make amazing series out of 10 episodes, so I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah. Have you not been watching the new Voltron series? The things they get away with 10 episodes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, scratch that. 8 episodes with the new season. The new season had only 8 episodes, and they were mind-blowing.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. That argument is weak at best.
Yeah. Okay. Bitching aside, though, this felt like another Mighty Morphin episode. I mean, the hints were all over the place. The guy, the monster with the Arnie voice, the competitive triathlon thing, the fighting amongst each other and learning to work together, the whole friendship thing. And this goes back to what I was saying a little bit earlier. Okay, Saban, this is the right way to copy Mighty Morphin. You don't redo the Mighty Morphin theme a million times. You don't get the 5 teenagers with attitude sort of thing to be bossed around by a giant head. You take little bits and pieces from old shows of Mighty Morphin and you rework them into something new, which is what you've been doing so far. And, you know, to Judd's credit, he's been doing a hell of a job. Because while this one episode wasn't as good as the last few, you know, they're still keeping a good pace going. I mean,
yeah.
The chocolate ninja stars, the protecting the tree, you know, the whole, like I said earlier, the whole friendship thing, the race, the Arnie villain, you know, again, you know, they're borrowing little bits and pieces from Mighty Morphin, but they're doing their own thing with it. That's how you do it right, Zacker.
No. Shots fired, and trust me, I'm firing them along with you, sir.
Yep. So, you know what? I'm okay with these little callbacks to Mighty Morphin. Hell, I'll come right out and say it. Victor and Monty are out bulk and sculling this season. And I wouldn't say that lightly.
No, we wouldn't.
Especially with that last episode where Victor was the chocolate statue. Oh,
Good
God.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
But I am more and more behind you on they should just outright make Victor and Monty a gay couple and be done with it because, God, the signs are all over the goddamn place. That look on Monty's face when Victor came out of that aquarium, that was the look of somebody like, that looked like he was going to run up and give him a nice big wet one right there.
Yeah, and I don't mean that as a homophobic sort of thing. I mean, am I the only one really getting a Smithers vibe from Monty?
Oh, absolutely. I see it.
Following around a rich guy who's full of himself, thinks he's the greatest thing on God's green earth, and you've got a 4-eyed yes man following him around at his every beck and call, who's probably secretly in love with him. Monty is Smithers and Victor's Mr. Burns. Stop me if I'm wrong here.
No, dude, keep going. You're on. I see it clear as day.
You are on fire, and you're blowing a lot of minds, including mine.
Actually, I'm geniusing right now because if I could get all the Ninja Steel episodes and re-edit them with Smithers and Burns dialogue, I bet I could get it to sync up. It's like, Smithers dogs are idiots. If I came into your house and started licking your face, what would you say? if you did it, sir.
Also,
I never get what I want for my birthday. No one does. Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers.
Oh my god.
also, Matt 2 also points out, also, LaFro. From the new...
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, from the new Beauty and the Beast.
Oh no.
That's very true. That's very true.
You're not wrong, Matt. We're with you on that. He was
That's another
confirmed to
thing
be
you
gay
need
in
to-
the new live-action movie, so...
Even though everyone pissed and moaned, I say fuck that. But I say fuck him for complaining. But yeah, it's like, Saban, I really hope you're breaking down a barrier here.
Pull the trigger.
You don't have to go the whole 9 yards and make a gay ranger couple. Oh, that would be huge. Baby steps. Baby steps.
But yeah, Saban, you've got it in your hands. Pull the fucking trigger. I guarantee
They don't
you
even
most
have
of
to. They don't even have to kiss or anything. Just hold hands, look at each other lovingly. That's all we're asking here. We're not asking you for a freaking. Well, I can't say that word. Forbidden anti-gay word.
Gotcha.
The S word. The S word.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not asking for that. We just want that. And besides, actual gay couples wouldn't want that anyway. They want them to be a real relationship. All right, so treat them like you would with Calvin and Haley.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Even if you don't make it official, Saban, people are still gonna ship it.
Hell, but DL bought in the chat. Wait, you ship Victor and Monty?
Do you not?
Thank you.
Not?
Exactly. Seriously, let's go for
Technically, gentlemen, wouldn't that make it Yowie?
it. That's what
Well, then I
Yaoi
already
is.
did on
At
the
least in
chat,
anime
yeah.
it is.
He ain't wrong.
Ain't
He ain't
wrong.
wrong.
Damn. So yeah, go for it.
CW does it all the time, Saban/Nick. Get it together. Disney did it.
Mm-hmm.
Disney had a gay couple in Finding Dory. Get with the times.
Yeah, you can't even say, "Oh, parents will complain." They did it in a Disney movie. What excuse do you have now?
And like you just said, gay character in Beauty and the Beast. People complain, but they did it anyway.
Yeah, sometimes you have to just say, "Fuck what these parent groups say. Fuck all these complainers. If we're just gonna go ahead and do it."
Yep. Anyway, getting back to rating this episode again, I can't get over freaking. And you know what? For the asinine, three-legged race thing that happened, Shoe Spike actually had a good plan to break the team up. I still don't agree with him disguising himself as CrossFit Artie, but great plan.
And you know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. Better use of the Sentai footage than the actual Sentai did.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I remember that episode, and it's something I was trying to forget. I don't know. I think a lot of us were.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what? Better use of the Sentai footage. So, for me, all right, final rating for me on this one. Debatable, but I'm going to go ahead and say thumbs up. It wasn't great. It has problems, but overall, it did a lot of things better than it could have.
Yeah, thumbs up. I think we needed to add an addendum to this. Thumbs up, but with the hand wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is one of those. If you're adults, you can enjoy with alcohol, and of course, enjoy responsibly.
All MMPR callbacks and plans aside, this was a hilarious episode. This was hilarious as hell. I mean,
This was fun
it.
to riff.
I lost it at freaking CrossFit Artie, aka Bob Shoe Spike, and I still can't get over that name.
No kidding.
Why do I hear a local radio ad for "Come on down to Bob Shoe Spike for the best cleats in town"?
Oh my god. Bob Shoe Spike's used cars.
Oh my god, I can hear it now.
Hey, fuck you, Baltimore.
Oh, come on.
Used Bike Hells. Think of a Bob used car salesperson.
Come on down to Bob's Shoe Spike, where we're putting the spikes to high prices. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think on that note, Matty, hit the button.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for emails and comments of the week. You can send them at rangerrecap@gmail.com. Of course, the rules are on the screen. Opinions only, no news or full summaries. Token questions only, no more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions, 1 email per episode. Keep your comments as brief as possible, 350 words or less. And of course, all emails are due at the start of the program, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the day of the show. John, who's kicking us off this week?
That would be you, sir. You're starting us off with Solar Star.
All right. Thought you'd give me a few more seconds to get the tablet loaded up. All right. Never mind.
Well, sorry. I
Start
didn't...
here. I was literally just saying the thing, and I was like, okay, click this, let this. Never mind. Anyway, so let's start here. And if someone you idolize does nothing to help, you may want to reevaluate the kind of person they really are, and if the said person is a fraud.
He's talking about Ace, how Ace treated Calvin.
Yes.
What is that they say? Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Although, given some of the heroes we've met at conventions, I can say, screw that. Screw that saying.
You know what? It's a case of, it depends on the person you meet, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. People aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah. So, some people just want to say this. Some people will say that. Some people are really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, a monster of the week with a horrible Schwarzenegger voice. Talk about cheesy. Hey, it wasn't cheesy enough for me to do the Arnold voice the entire episode. Which I almost did.
He's got you there.
You could put the cookie down now.
Also, Ben, that joke was bad, and you should feel bad.
Oh. Lucky Charms, really?
How about new?
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, how about new?
That's a joke. That joke is bad even by my standards, and my standards are pretty fucking low.
Also, we're not here to talk about Q Ranger. Wrong day, buddy boy. That's Sunday.
Oh, I wouldn't say that easy. Just wait till you get to the emails.
Oh, balls. Yeah.
Hey. Let's keep it Ranger related.
As much as possible. A monster this episode gets 3 trophies out of 5. In a way, this does show the importance of teamwork when the situation calls for it, as opposed to preaching it every 5 minutes when the footage contradicts it.
That's
good analysis right there, actually.
Yep. Hey, so like we say, it's an oldie but a goodie.
Did you know, and yeah, even I know this, that the 3 Treys from Triforia were played by identical triplets?
Met them.
They didn't green screen that shit, folks.
Met them.
That's
I've
legit.
met them. I've met them at a previous Morphicon. Very nice guys. So yeah.
Question: what monster voice in any Adaptotoku do you find the cheesiest or laughable? The high-pitched Dudley Do-Right voice. Works on Ninjor, does not work on anything else.
No.
Actually, even though I didn't find it very, very funny, I liked Ripcon's Snidely Whiplash thing. I think it suited him. I think it suited him.
Yeah. I could work with that.
There's a lot of monster voices out there that, quite frankly, are just so cheesy it's unbearable. But you know what? It's cool. It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement that the nasally ones are kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. Too many.
Yep. Anyway, that's it for Solo Story. Next up, well, holy crap, it's Crunchman, everybody.
Crunchman.
Hey, where have
on
you
the
been
recap.
hiding, buddy?
Oh, he's been in the Discord chat for a while now. I've been chatting with him quite a bit. It's just he doesn't usually show up with a recap these days. Hey,
Yeah,
recappers.
he usually does emails for WrestleCast, if I remember correctly. But hey, it's nice to see him.
Yeah, hey, recappers. So I've got nothing to say about this week's Ninja Steel since I haven't been keeping up with the show due to it not being able to hook me and thus lack of interest in watching. But I do have something to run past you guys. A few weeks ago, one of the people I follow on Twitter was tweeting about the current state of Power Rangers and Sentai, and one tweet in particular caught my eye. In this tweet, they were wondering if Toei has been purposefully making Sentai harder for Saban to adapt into Power Rangers. Given how much season skipping Saban has been doing and the various reasons for those skips, do you think there might be a nugget of truth in this?
Yes and no. Yes and no. For one thing, for the yes, obviously what Tokuger did. 2 words: train dick. Tell me that was not Toei going adapt this, Saban.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, another good example besides the obvious one, I think, is Go Busters. Look at the Power Rangers references in there. I mean, they were like, freaking. I think they were pretty much goading Saban at that point. It's Morphin Time, Megazord.
Well,
come on.
To be fair, those are the kind of things that Toei would cut, or that Saban would cut out anyway. So that's not an issue there. The bigger problem.
I know, but
yeah.
The point is, I think they were still taking pot shots at them with that.
Oh, that I agree.
I agree. That's not an adaptation issue. That's more like we're mocking you, Power Rangers. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, Saban? Come at me, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's iffy to me if they were intentionally trying to, but it definitely seems like there's probably, because I mean, think about it. Even Samurai, freaking Shinkenger, that was Toei thinking, oh, you know what? They're not doing Power Rangers anymore. We can make the Sentai we want. And then it gets adapted into Samurai, which, let's face it, was pretty bad. So Toei was probably like, oh, you want to piss on our country like that? Fuck you.
Yeah, a lot of people, myself included, have said that Samurai was probably not the best season for Saban to start with. I think they should have waited a while. Maybe they could have done Megaforce right if they, started out with that, put their best foot forward, Well, then again, Zacher, I mean, how best of a foot could it be?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so it probably would have still been the shitstorm sweepstakes. But my point is, as I said, yes and no. Yes, because of all of that, and no, because Bandai of America is actually working with Toei and Bandai of Japan over there for Q Ranger. So in that regard, no, because they have that close-knit connection that it's a foregone conclusion that Q Ranger will be the next series adapted by Saban, even though we still think that Zyuohger should have given a shot at that. But they give the incredibly piss-poor excuse that, oh, Zyuohger cubes won't work in the Zord builder. Bull fucking shit. As to quote Edna Krabappel, well, that's a lame excuse for an excuse.
Thank you. Now, Crunchman has an addendum to this. He has his own edition. The Power Rangers movie franchise. Under the assumption that Toei is making Sentai harder to adapt on purpose, and given the state of the TV show side of the franchise, based on all the various elements playing against it, I'm personally starting to wonder if the movie franchise has a hidden purpose. Not just to be an expansion of the franchise, but also as a backup plan in case the TV show ever hits rock bottom and the company decides to abandon it. Because with the movies, they have free reign to do whatever they want outside of the confines of the Sentai. And as we discussed on a previous recap, the movie universe could potentially work as a 45-minute series akin to the DC CW shows if they ever wanted to try that avenue, which they could if the current TV brand ever went tits up. What do you guys think?
Crunchman, I think you're onto something.
I certainly don't
You're
discount the idea.
geniusing, my friend. You're geniusing.
Yeah.
I'll take that bet. Yeah, yeah. I'll take a piece of that action. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely trying to cover their own asses in case. Yeah, let's be fair. Let's be fair here. Power Rangers is not safe at this point. Until Saban and Nick step their game up, all bets are off.
Hell, not just that. Not just because of Saban and Nickelodeon, but just Sentai in general. I mean, think about this. Sentai, the ratings have been getting lower and lower, and the toy sales have not exactly done enough to cover it up. I get the sense that I think even Toei knows. That's why they worked with Bandai of America for Q Ranger. They want to try to increase the sales in America because, well, let's face it, here in Japan, it's not doing that good. If Q Ranger backfires on them in America, if its adaptation fails, pretty much, there's a good chance Sentai could suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be one of those that shouts like, Sentai is dying, but the stats don't lie. If it's not gonna die, it may not die right now, but it's getting goddamn close. It's only a matter of time the way things are going.
Well, toy sales continue to be sustainable. Not very high, but sustainable. But they are losing outright to better stuff like Yokai Watch and stuff. I mean, hell, even Kamen Rider's in kind of that same boat where they're in that big slump that they may not, dig their way out of. So, yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So, you know what? Super Sendai's come close to dying before.
Yeah.
So,
and it's possible it could salvage itself, but I think what Saban is doing is they're creating a backup plan in case that happens. If Sentai goes tits up, like Crunchman points out, then, that takes Power Rangers with it. But if they have their own universe to work into, Power Rangers can stay alive even if Sentai goes goodbye. So,
yeah, I also think even though I love what Judd's been doing with Dino Charge and Ninja Steel, I think it may be time for him to sit this next one out and see what someone else can do with it. Zachar's gone. He's not coming back, folks. Don't worry about that. But I would like to see. Hell, this would be even though you might have burned that bridge, or Disney might have burned that bridge a long time ago, this would be a great chance to get Eddie Gazalian back, because I would love to see what he could do with Q Ranger. Or even better, get Amit Bhawmik back. I would love to see what he could do with that. If you've not read a Cybercore Go Busters adaptation, you really need to. So they need... I think we do need to inject some new blood. Or again, I've been screaming this since freaking Megaforce. Get Jason Smith back to write some episodes. I mean, he might not be my favorite Red Ranger of all time, but that guy can write a freaking episode of Power Rangers. And he knows the Sentai. He's not so much of a Sentai fanboy that he wants to make a cut, copy, and paste of the Sentai, but he gets it. So, I think it's time for some fresh blood. Judd, Chip, I love you. I love what you've been doing. I think Ninja Steel is so far so good. I mean, it's had its up and downs, but I think we need to get a new writing staff or new producers or something like this, and some new music. I think that's another thing too, because we're still complaining about the Samurai and Dino Charge music.
yeah, that's come up quite a bit, but time to change things up a little bit. All right, so that's pretty much it for Crunch Man. Moving on from there, Matt, you got Ranger fan Nathan on next.
Hey, fellas, hope everyone is doing well. First thing I wanted to talk about is my email last week. I should have clarified that. I wanted Matty to hit the call that button. It wasn't for Levi actually being, no, I didn't hit the button because we all had been hitting the button anyway, so.
Yeah, I think everyone and their dog was hitting the call it button, so no preferential treatment.
Yeah, this is one of those, we hit the button for everybody, no matter what. Anyways, this episode I thought it was a great character episode for Calvin. I always like it when they have episodes that center around the character figuring out who their true friends are and who are the pretenders. Is it me, or is anyone else noticed that they have almost completely cut out Rangers talking during the fighting scenes?
There's definitely been a huge reduction of that. I wouldn't say they completely cut them out, but there have been a huge reduction of them.
Yeah.
we're not quite there yet, but we're close. We're getting there.
Progress is there, that's for sure. I think we can acknowledge at least that.
Yeah, steps have been taken. So
overall, I thought it was a great episode for Kelvin. I believe Ninja Steel has found its footing, and I believe each episode has gone better and better. I'll buy that. I could buy that.
Yeah.
Question. Recently, a Gridman anime was announced with the title 4S Gridman. I believe the rumor is that the S's stand for Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. My question is, do you think this could be a nod to show that aired in the States back in the 90s? Gee, when you put it that way, yeah, obviously.
My bet is, I'm calling it now, they're not going to, if those S's aren't going to mean that, but I'm willing to bet that was an inspiration. Like they used the 4 S's as like as a nod, but they're not going to call it that.
No, they have to strike up some kind of deal with who was it? I think Deke owned the right to that show.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
But
and they're owned by Disney now, so no go.
Yeah. So, but the fact that
that's going to be a no dice situation there.
Yeah, but the fact that they call it 4S Gridman, I'm willing to bet that alone is a nod. I will agree with you on that one.
Yeah, especially since Cyber Squad is spelled with a C, not an S. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for Nathan. Next up, Jonathan Johnson.
Hey there, recappers. Jonathan here, and here's my review of Ninja Steel. Family Fusion is good. Give it 8.5 Terminators hunting leftovers down out of 10.
Oh.
For this week's episode, I only have a few things to say. So you're saying there's a shoe monster that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger that can turn you into a trophy if you lose to him. Hi, I'm Jonathan Johnson, and what the fives were the writers smoking when they came up with this? And it's really weird that Victor is flirting with a plastic mermaid. Also, the people that Calvin looks up to look like rejects from a 70s sitcom. Hey, the 70s called and they want their style back.
Well, a 70s sitcom parodying 50s style.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Close enough. So I'll give this episode 7.5. Victor's getting rejected by the plastic mermaid out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll agree with you on that one. Questions?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Questions. What is your favorite general in Sentai, Power Rangers, or Kamen Rider? Ooh, that's a toughie. There's some good ones there. Actually, I'm going to throw one out. Tranza from Jet to Man.
Do they mean general as villain or...
Yeah.
Or
there's too many to count. I'm gonna go with Bang Ray.
He's a good one.
yeah.
Short but sweet.
Diabot throws out a good one. Frax from Time Force.
Yeah.
Kemp and Dr. Ashura from Live Man. They're my two favorites.
Ah.
Yeah.
General Yutaka Hirose is played, pretty much is in my cool book.
All right.
We got quite a few. Yeah, there's a lot of good generals when you look back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, another good one. Diabolico from Lightspeed.
Ooh,
voiced by Zarkon himself, Neil Kaplan.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, and a fellow Republican who also hates Trump. Yay!
All right, second question from him. How should Sentai and Kamen Rider use catchphrases in the future? Ooh.
the same way they always had after a roll call.
Yeah, Kamen Rider has pretty much never had a big issue when it comes to catchphrases. They seem to have gotten it. They pretty much got it down pat. Because they usually know when to pull off a catchphrase. Even an ex-aide, he doesn't use it. Emma doesn't use it often. But when he whips out that, I'll clear this with no continues, the timing is almost perfect every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sentai where the problem has come up because they keep using catchphrases all the time at points where it's like, oh, shut up.
I wouldn't mind it so much if Lucky even just said once they all transform, it's like, Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, time to test your luck. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but not all of it. He does not need to shout his own name, every five goddamn seconds. But there are some writers who use their catchphrase differently. O's, for example, he doesn't start with his catchphrase. He finishes his catchphrase. See ya.
See ya. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't start with a catchphrase. He ends with a catchphrase. See ya.
It's funny enough. Gon kind of did the same thing too. When you hear him finishing off a monster.
Yep. Or another good, or one of your boys, Shades, Axel. Despair is your goal. Boom.
Yeah. Anyway, that does it for Jonathan Johnson. Matty, up next, you got Joshua St. John. You got Dynaman, as he calls himself in here. Dynaman 321.
Yeah, Dynaman. All right.
Catchy
nice
name.
Dear recappers, he keeps it simple in the questions here. Number one, what are your opinions of Furbus from You Know What?
Oh, he must be new here. Hashtag Hail Furbus.
Hail Furbus, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Xeron Zephyr, as I believe the three of us are, I believe that's a safe assumption to assume.
Good buddy of mine. It's really helped my videos prosper. Thank you very much, Xeron. Or since I met him at Morphicon, he's just been a great help to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like, and we get it. We get Masked Rider's probably not the best show, but if you've watched the original and we have Black RX, you gain a new respect for that show.
Yeah, you do.
It wasn't Saban's fault.
At least not all of it.
Yeah, not all of it, but and you know what? Sue Saban for trying to make a freaking cuddly mascot. Those were the things at the time. Hell, look at Furbies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. You look at about 10, 20, maybe 30 episodes of Black RX, which is the stock footage for Masked Rider. You'll get it.
Yeah. So there was a time where we couldn't stand the little furball, but we've come around.
We have.
Yeah. Hail Furbus, our Lord and Savior. And, as long as Xeron keeps using him in his videos, if he's still making videos in 1 year because he's thinking of going away, sad face, we'll keep continuing the joke. So, yeah, hail Furbus.
Mm-hmm. Number two, who are your favorite gravure idols?
Oh. Joe
Bob Briggs.
No.
Don't think that's the kind of gravure idol he's talking about.
I misheard the question.
Yeah, our favorite.
I stepped away for a second.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, favorite gravure idols.
I thought you said reviewer idols.
Reviewer
idols. Speak up next time.
I'm right next to the microphone.
Not you, the headphones. The headphones. I couldn't hear anything.
Fair enough.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, damn you, hindsight. Blech.
But as far as gravure idols, I don't think we really have a favorite. I mean, I think they're all good.
I hate to be. Actually, no, I'm going to take the high road here and just say, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, pretty much.
And let's be the end of it.
Let's put it this way.
I don't want to
sound...
sound...
chick.
Yeah. By the way, Josh, I've seen your website. I'd be careful about posting that shit, man. You can get in trouble from Google. For those who don't know, haven't seen Josh's blog and DLBot, you keep posting those to me. Yeah, just I'd be careful. Yeah, says as Google's been cracking down on that.
Yeesh.
I know JE Fusion stopped posting Grab Your Idols because of that, and they used to post it all the time.
Number 3, easy. Will you mention episode 23 of All Ranger in your review? Sincerely, again, Joshua.
If it's the one I think it is, probably. I haven't had time to do O Ranger because of my family, Harvey affecting everyone. Yeah, I'm sorry, and of course my job being a pain in the ass. So, yeah, I wish I had more time to work on videos.
Yeah.
That we got Ranger Stop coming up in 2 months, or 1 month, a month and a half.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I still got to get through the rest of my freaking MetroCon videos. I haven't even finished all those yet.
All right, that's it for Dynaman. Next up is it's Zeltrax, everybody.
Yeah, Zeltrax. And he actually, timing worked out in this case because he actually asked it for me to read this one. So, yeah, Zeltrax, you be lucky.
You got it right this time.
You got lucky. And unfortunately, yeah, his first part of his email, he's really, a lot of you guys know this by now, but he's been going through a lot of shit right now. He just lost his hard drive.
Oh man, that sucks.
8 years of work he lost, and when they went to go get it checked out, apparently would have cost over $1,000 to repair it.
Yeah.
So all of his
Believe
music,
me, for a fraction of the cost, you could get yourself a 1 terabyte external hard drive, which is my suggestion after you get a new laptop.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah.
It's less about getting it replaced. It's more about what was lost because, yeah, all of his music, his videos, review scripts, reference photos for commissions, and all of his artwork gone. Replacing the hard drive doesn't get all that back. I know this from experience because I had that happen to me a couple years ago when we had to move out. We had to stay away from our house due to a bed bug problem. And during that time, my hard drive, which had 5 years of reviewer work on it, was destroyed. Hit the floor and it just died. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I know your pain very well, Zeltrax. I truly do. And on top of all the other shit he's been dealing with, Jesus Christ. So let's see if we can. He's gonna rate this episode before he makes Niagara Falls blush, as he puts it. Number 1, the monster known as Shoe Spike. Honestly, what can I say about him that Matty Jay hasn't already turned into an Arnold Schwarzenegger joke?
Yes.
He knows what's up.
This guy knows who I am. He's awesome. Look at that guy. That guy knows me.
Yeah. Number 2, speaking of Shoe Spike, anyone else getting Lost Galaxy's Motor Mantis vibes from his ability to turn losers into trophies?
That's the one.
That's where it came from. Son of a bitch.
Thank you. That was figuratively killing us, my friend.
It was right. It was locked in our heads, and you pulled it out, buddy. Thank you.
Zeltrax, you can go to bed in comfort knowing that you helped us out, even just a little bit tonight.
Yep.
I was going with Pachinko Monster, but no, you nailed it.
That, yeah. That's the one right there.
Yep.
Motor Mantis. Yeah.
Number 3, don't quote me on this, but I think I heard a variation of the Lightspeed Rescue theme during the episode. Can't remember which point, though. I'd have to go back and really listen to see where he's talking about, but anyway.
Ooh.
Well, by all accounts, this episode was pretty good. I can't believe it made sense out of one of Ninja's more bullshit of episodes. Hell, Shoe Spike's counterpart didn't even appear all that much in Ninja. Now I'm going to watch Ryu Commander punch Lucky in the gut on an endless loop for a few hours. Maybe that'll cheer me up. And that does it for Zeltrax. Matty, up next you got Adek.
Hey guys, it's Adek back at it again. Here are my quick thoughts on episode 13 when the Power Rangers Ninja Steel. How well? Who would have thought that someone turns a trophy if they lose? To be honest, the race part where I could get behind, but the people turning into trophy thing, yeah, I call bullshit. See what I did there? Yeah. This episode was just something I can't wrap my crap around, but it was decent. Final analysis, 7.5 batons out of 10. So since Saban ends their contract with next year, hashtag FTN to hell. I just hope that they move to Netflix come 2019, and I hope they adapt Zero during Q Ranger. But if they do a hybrid adaptation of those two Sentai series, let's just hope that they do it correctly.
I wouldn't count on that.
I would not put that bet on that.
That's a logistical impossibility.
Yeah.
Again, we already said on the show they're not adapting Zyuohger for their BS excuse of Zord Builder. So, but again, who honestly gives a flying fies about Zord Builder? Do you? I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I shrug.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it for A-Deck. Next up, it's Red Rob.
Red Rob with the red checks. Hey, recappers. Sorry about asking the meme themes question for Tokaris. I'll tell you references of what's in those memes just in case if you don't know. If you do know, that's awesome. Don't worry, guys. I won't spoil the memes. Appreciate it. Now, my results for Ace and the Race. This is nothing but filler, and this episode gives us nothing to do with the Levi is Aiden saga, although the last episode did end on a fast note, and all we can do is wait for the plots to be advancing, which I'm still ticked off about it. This is not a horrible episode per se, but it's 12% bad, so I give this episode 6.5 out of 10 trophies.
I think this is the cooldown episode, because if I know Power Rangers as well as I do, they're probably gearing up for another big story arc. So this is probably the cooldown, and I'm willing to bet the next episode is going to push us right back into story mode.
Yeah, I know we said that it rushed, that the ending to the Aiden story arc was a little fast, but it's pretty clear that story arc is over. And the last episode kind of proved that. So, yeah, I'm kind of calling it now. This episode, yeah, it's technically a filler, but it's a character development filler, so I don't see a big deal with it.
Yep. Also, there is we should have opened the show with this, but a huge Ninja Steel spoiler got out, and all the major news sites are reporting on it, and I'm kind of disappointed in you news sites, because you pretty much ruined it for everyone. Thankfully, I've been able to avoid the big spoiler, but I see it on their front page and everything, and it's like, that's not news, guys. And for those of you who do know what it is, we will not breathe a word about it on this recap. You understand? Not till we get to the episode.
Simple fact. It is a spoiler for the finale. Spoil it, and you will be banned immediately.
Yeah. I'm incredibly ticked off at places like Power Rangers Now, who usually try to steer clear of that, but they reported on it immediately, and I'm kind of disappointed in them. I'm kind of disappointed in a lot of news sites, actually, for passing that off as news. I don't care how big of a spoiler it is. I mean, freaking Austin St. John could have come back and been in Ninja Steel, and I wouldn't have wanted it spoiled.
Exactly. Also, guys, Ben was speculating, not spoiling. Let him go.
You get a pass. You get a pass on that, Ben.
Yeah. He said the next story arc would most likely be the introduction. He didn't say it was, so that's not spoilers. Besides, they show the freaking thing in the intro.
Yeah. I think we're way past that stage.
Yeah. Anyway, so that does it for Red Rob. Up next, Evan Hunter Gale.
All right. I didn't get to see this week's Ninja Steel because the hospital had Cable 1 and it doesn't have the next channel. So, well, hey, didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago?
Hashtag FTN.
Yeah. Yep. So my question is, by the way, got on Tuesday. Well, hey, clean bill of health. That's awesome.
Always good to hear.
Glad you're doing well. I
think it's in the chat too, so.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Good for you. Question 1. I'm surprised you guys didn't say Highlander to my second question. 2 weeks ago, but do you think Japan could pull off a Japanese reboot of Highlander with Toku actors?
Why not?
It's
mean-
doable.
I mean, hell, they did a Highlander anime.
Yeah.
God only knows where that fits on the timeline.
The
could-
timeline
yeah.
pretty much fucked anyway when you consider what's at the end of the timeline now.
Exactly.
Oh, God, that.
Yeah. So, I think it could be possible. Although, I don't know how you'd call it Highlander with Asian actors. I mean, unless you're using the Chinese Scotsman from the Starburst commercial.
Well, considering the
Oh
fact
my
that in the original movie you had Sean Connery playing a Spanish Egyptian,
That's very true.
and pretty much at that point anything goes.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. To quote Spoonie from that review of that thing in the very beginning, a woman would say "Immortals" and immediately, "Oh, fuck you!" I'm sorry. I just can't. I just want the series to stop sucking.
Well, it depends on who we got to be our Connor McLeod. If it was someone like I don't know, someone who you had a good grasp of both English and Japanese, like Mark Musashi, maybe then you could pull it off.
Yeah, kind of like a worldly feel to it. I could see that.
Yeah, and even though he's one huge SOB, and that's not a fat joke, they would have to get Robert Baldwin to be Ramirez. For those who don't know,
Ooh.
who better than Kyoryu Cyan?
Yep.
You have to get him to be Ramirez.
Here's the thing. You don't need to recreate the characters from their series. You know, you can tell your own story in the Highlander universe. I don't think you need
They said remake.
Maybe.
Again, we're just spitballing here.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Question 2. Which Kamen Rider opening is your least favorite besides Ghost?
I'm pretty sure we've already said this. For me, Forze, hands down.
Yeah.
Ghost, I don't mind that badly. I mean, it's not the greatest theme, but it's I can listen to it from time to time. But Forze's, those freaking verses, I just can't stand. Like that attempted rap or whatever the fuck that she was doing, I can't stand it.
Yeah. I know. It's ironic since that was the last time we got a female to sing a Rider theme until Build.
Yeah.
I think it was so bad that they actually okay, we're going to get some males to sing the themes for a while.
Yeah. Number 3, what is your favorite moment? What is your favorite moment from the MMPR episode Power Ranger Punks?
Shit, I don't know. I haven't seen that episode in year
He
and a half,
actually says,
something
"Why
like
is your favorite moment?" I don't. Yeah, you got to rephrase that question, Evan, because I got nothing.
For now,
Yeah.
we're gonna abstain from that question.
Oh, that's it. That's it for Evan Hunter Gale. Next up, it's our buddy the Hairball.
Yeah, Airball. I'm enjoying Ninja Steel so far. Hold on, wrong button there. I see. I'm enjoying Ninja Steel so far, and congratulations to Boken Pink, as it was revealed recently she's with child. And it was as if a million Boken fanboys cried out, and then were instantly silenced.
I was more of a Natsuki fanboy myself.
Yeah, each his own. Questions. Uno. If you were given a chance to redo Operation Overdrive to make it better, what are 3 things you would do? Number one, change some of their personalities. Dax being the top priority. Number 2, recast some of the actors. I think Samuel Benta also being the top priority there. Number 3, and this is the big one, is make them more of a team that does not give up so easily.
Yeah.
Because
that's the most glaring one. But for me, another thing I would like, a fourth thing I would add on to that is don't make it a millionaire. Don't do the Batman thing, because that still feels incredibly, half-assed. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a millionaire who makes his own team of Power Rangers. As Linkara said, he could pretty much buy an army to hunt down those 5 jewels. No. Now, I don't want to go on full on Bokinger and rip off the Sentai, because that's been done. What I would have done is I would have still stuck with the Indiana Jones thing, but I would have made it a no. It would have been a team of university students, all from different classes and different things. We're all in the same archaeology class, and their professor, who I guess would be the one to put this team together, is looking for the jewels of the Corona Aurora. Now you could keep that,
yeah,
but it's a secret. It's a secretly government fund, or not? I don't know if it'd be government funded, but it's a secret college thing that an archaeologist would put together. So their mentor would pretty much be an Indiana Jones type character,
And
he'd be like, yeah.
with that, you can keep the whole Mac as a robot thing by saying it was another secret project they had that nobody was supposed to know about.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely make the characters more likable. I agree, Gavin. That was definitely a big one for me. All right, moving on. Dos. Do you think combining the Ghost Ager and Go-Kudger footage into one for Mega Crap was a mistake? I'm pretty sure we've said yes a dozen times on this, Hairball. You should know this by now.
The answer yes is yes, and moving on.
It's a pig's ass pork.
Hairball, I can forgive a newbie coming in here and asking that question. You, of all people, should know better, my friend. Shame on you. Okay, number and tres. If Lord Zed was never changed because fuck scaredy-ass parents, do you think he'd be in the top 3 as far as Power Rangers villains go? Why isn't he still in the top 3?
Yeah, what changed? I mean, keep in mind, look at what Lord Zed did when he came in. Not only did he kill off the Dinozords with just one monster, but he also destroyed the Green Ranger powers forever, barring any crossovers or super mega bullcrap.
And, Linkara said it best. He did even more after he got married.
Destroyed the power coins.
He destroyed the second set of Zords and their powers, and then destroyed the new ones, and then even caused the finishing blow to the Machine Empire at the end of Zeo.
So yeah, Zed's still a badass in my book, even after they toned him down. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, Zed's still up there in terms of badassness. No, he's not a B plus player. Now he's freaking Triple H.
Yeah.
I am nodding furiously at that thing.
Yeah. So I'm gotta call you out on that one, Hairball.
Yeah.
Go
And
ahead,
it says, that's it for me since I can't say hashtag boop. I'll say this. Fuck the Nick channel.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good man.
That's it for the Hairball. Up next is Die Hard.
Hey everybody, Die Hard here. First of all, sending positive vibes to everybody who was affected by Hurricane Irma. Hope that everybody affected gets back to their feet eventually. Second of all, I've been watching the Ultraman Guide on Crunchyroll. I've been going to say this is what Ultraman Orb should have been. I'm already into episode 9. I'm really enjoying the story of the characters. It even has a great, strong female character who isn't afraid to kick ass when she needs to. Maybe you should start taking notes, Toei.
Finish the series first before you say anything, Die Hard, mainly because it was at the end when everything fell apart. We liked Orb up until the halfway point, and then even then it held up pretty good until like the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, all things being equal, I don't think Orb was that bad of a show. I mean, it kind of had Ghost problem. The build-up was there, it just fell apart like a Chinese motorcycle, as Rodney Dangerfield would say. It's like, oh, the show started out great. No, it's falling apart like a Chinese motorcycle.
Q Ranger, I really want to like you, but I just absolutely cannot get past the many problems it has. This season had 12 episodes, 12 fighting episodes to get me interested, It made me give a damn, but alas, it don't. I don't. I mostly blame it just because of executive meddling that happened early because of the fact that we got to get those toy sales numbers high for this season. Instead of actually giving the story a chance to breathe and do its own thing like Ultraman Geed is doing right now. I still don't like Lucky either after how much he reminds me of Leftovers from Ninja after those 12 episodes. If you like Q Rangers, then more power to you. But this season has failed to grab my attention and made me give a damn about it.
Okay. Since this is
12 episodes, though? Yeah, we were feeling that got kind of a pinch at 12 episodes, to be fair.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to come back because, quite honestly, if we weren't doing this show for Toku Riffs, we would have quit the show by now and missed out on some of the more awesome stuff that happens later on. But to be fair, because it took that long to get to the good shit, I don't blame anybody for liking it before then. That's one thing I don't get with a lot of these Q Ranger fans. They're not accepting the fact that it took that long for the series to get to the good shit. So I don't blame you there. But at the same time, I now understand why a lot of the hardcore Q Ranger fans like this series, because it has a good team dynamic. It just takes a while for you to really see it. Lucky is nowhere near as bad as Leftovers. He does get better. I promise you, he does get better. And there are other characters later on that really help balance the scales. And I'm not just talking about motherfucking Tsurugi.
No. But we're going to move along because that's a Toku Refs deal here. So.
True, but I'm just making a point. Guys, I understand, but just try to power through it and you might actually see something good about it. It's definitely not Ninja bad, I promise. Moving on.
Well, it's not yet anyway.
We had the same problem with Drive, remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bad start, great finish. So shows can change.
Question time. Number one. What are some of your favorite story arcs from Toku? This could be from any Toku.
Ooh, shit.
That's gonna take forever. I'm abstaining.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
There's too many good.
You
many
gotta
to
be
narrow
more
down to a
specific,
really good
guys.
one.
You can't be too general like that, or otherwise there's just too many choices to pick from.
Believe me, we have a lot of favorites, but yeah, again, that's gonna take forever.
Question number two. Why do you think the spies from the Tai? What do you guys despise from the Tai Sen movies?
Why do you
Share
guys
stories
despise
for some of them.
the Tai Sen movies?
Well,
the movies, some of them aren't that great, but I happen to enjoy them as far as the fight scenes are concerned. Well, no, we're not complaining about the fight scenes. That's what make them.
We've always said
that's the whole point.
It's very clear that that's what you're there for. If that's what you're there to see is the epic fight scenes, you get what you pay for. Our problem is, especially with the original superhero Tai Sen, was the hype did not meet it. The hype did not meet the payoff. Because they were making a big fucking deal about this. This was the first true time Kamen Rider and Super Sentai were going to meet in an epic crossover like this. I mean, they've met a couple times previously, but this was like an epic. Every Kamen Rider and every Sentai team was going to meet up. For something like that, especially considering it was going to break a Guinness World Record for that first movie, they should have gone all out with the story. They should have had a story that was as epic as the potential, and it dropped the ball. It wasn't the absolute worst story of all time, but it was far from what we wanted out of this. Having, this generic, these two guys were tricking the villains into killing all the heroes just so they can come back and have this epic fight. Oh, and by the way, the writer on this side just pissed off his best friend in the process. So he decides he's going to destroy the world with this giant machine. Yeah, fuck. I'm sorry. That part still pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I know it pisses off Easy more considering it was one of the only good characters from that show in his eyes.
Shoji Yonemura is the big cause. He has written all of the Tyson movies. No one else has tried. They have hired no one else to try and take a stab at it. They've hired the same guy to write all of these movies, and that person knows nothing about these shows because all the characters involved are from shows he didn't write for.
Yeah.
I think the only real exception is O's because he wrote a couple episodes of O's. But other than that, he knew nothing about Gokaiser. He knew nothing about Decade. And the thing that really cheeses me off here is that this movie really tries to make you – or really tries to – okay. Every Versus movie, and I mean every Toku Versus movie, involves some fighting between two teams. It's undeniable. It's unavoidable. They're going to fight. But this one actually has the balls and the testicular fortitude to make us believe that they are actually at war and they are killing each other. I mean, okay, mistaken identity and getting off on the wrong foot is one thing, but you're actually going to sit there and tell us that Kamen Riders and Super Sentai are literally killing each other. No. Especially since even in the first fight, you can tell that something is up because no one really dies. They just disappear. And right there you're thinking, okay, what's going on here? Something's up.
Yeah.
Like no one's dead. Nobody is dying. Nobody is clinging to their body, bleeding out or anything. They're just disappearing. And that right there you're already like, oh my God, this is not real. I mean, and of course, the thing that really burns me about that first Tyson movie is that the Gokaigers are actually really to blame here. And I never thought I'd be blaming the Gokaigers for anything, but this was all they're doing.
Yep.
It was all a ruse from the Gokaigers. And I wouldn't mind that so much in some other movies, except they've done that 4 fucking times already in other movies. I'm just like, so you're telling me this was all just one big ruse by the Gokaigers again? It's like, oh, we knew about your plan this whole time. I'm just like, how? Explain it to me. How did you know that these guys were trying to kill you? Do they explain that? Hell no. It's just like, oh, we knew you were trying to kill us, so we faked killing each other, and like, poof, we're all back here. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That to me just is what cinches it. Like, again, it's not the worst movies we've ever seen, though. Let's be fair, a couple of them came pretty damn close. Kamen Rider Tyson, anybody? Ooh, that one was rough. But
and even the good ones like Superhero Tyson Zeto make huge flaws because our Lord and Savior Kenji Oba, Retsu Gavan, who considers Earth his second home, is going to blow it up just because the higher ups told him to.
yeah,
No, not buying it. Fuck you, Yonemura. You don't know shit about these characters. Retsu's going to blow up the Earth that he saved multiple times. He's just going to be like, oh, the higher up said we got to blow it up because some evil faction's on it. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, Yonemura should be shot for these movies.
you wanted an answer, Die Hard? There's your answer. Let's move on.
Yep.
Okay, fight-wise, they're good. Story-wise, they're god-awful.
I think we just answered question 3. If you were a writer for Toei, how would you write future Tyson movies and write your own Kamen Rider or Sentai version? I think we just answered that question there, actually.
Two things. One, fire Yonemura and Shirakura, who's also the producer of these shitty films. Get them out of there. 2, hire more than one fucking writer. How about getting people who've worked on multiple shows like you did for O-Ranger? Then you've got something good, because then you've got multiple thoughts. Get people like Riku Sanjo, Yasuko Kobayashi, hell, even Ino. Even Ino in there could come up with something better than Yonemura. Can't believe I just said that.
I know it hurts, man. I know it hurts, but the truth always does hurt.
That's it for Die Hard. Next up, it's like a DL bot.
Watashi wa Umetsu da! Greetings! It is new DL Bot 2016 here to give my thoughts on the latest Ninja Steel episode. Well, that was actually a really good episode. And I'm pretty sure Matty had the most fun out of the bunch.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he wants to do.
Yep. Tell you what, Matty, you be the main. I'll be the guy. I'll be the second guy.
You mean The Rock?
You be the Rock. I'll be Billy in this case. Because
And
notice
now
there's that
on-
notice that last line.
Yeah. And now on to Shoe Spike, who showed up one day, put his little paws together, and said this. Oh, dear God. My name is Shoe Spike. And I just turn people into trophies. And there's just one little thing. Everyone still thinks that I absolutely suck. And then the heavens parted, the clouds parted, the heavens opened up, and God himself said this. Bob?
But my name's Shoe Spike.
It doesn't matter what your name is. I need your clothes, your boots, and your power styles now.
Deal, bot. You're welcome.
Yeah. And thank you. Can of Coke. Or
Can of
Pepsi.
Coke for that one, sir. Yeah. Highlights. Number 1, Shoe Spike. Funny as hell. Thank you for the Schwarzenegger voice, Amon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Number 2, good plan by Shoe Spike. Number 3, great use of stock footage. Number 4, excellent development for Calvin. And number 5, great moment with Levi and Brody. I give it a 9 out of 10. And now it's riddles time. This week's category, Power Rangers. Game start! All right, number 1. While I might not seem like the villainous type at first glance, you'd be wrong. I was once on the side of evil, and some say that my plans were dictated by fate. Who am I? I'll read that again while we wait for the chat to catch up. While I might not seem like the villainous type at first glance, you'd be wrong. I was once on the side of evil, and some say that my plans were dictated by fate. Who am I?
Dalebot said, change evil to good.
Yeah, I was
That was a
once on the
typo.
side of good, and some say that my plans were dictated by fate. There we go.
Also, Evan Hunter Gale, Power Rangers, for God's sakes.
So, yeah,
Power Rangers.
that's the category, Power Rangers this week. Still, doesn't look like any of you guys are going to get it.
Okay, now we're getting some answers here.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any that's coming close. All right, I'm calling it. The correct answer, Lothor from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Remember, some believe his plans were motivated by the Scroll of Destiny.
No, not you, Zeltrax Millennium, the other Zeltrax. Anywho. Yeah, it's certain episodes there, Matt, too. And I think that it was during the when they were Samurai Green Ranger there.
Yeah, they're in the
Or,
Green
the-
Ranger arc
yeah.
in Ninja Storm. They revealed.
And when Tori went to that alternate world where Lothar was a good guy.
Yep.
That kind of counts, yeah. But I think the Green Samurai arc, I think, is more of a better example.
Yeah. But that is technically, we're not calling BS, so that's a legit clue right there.
Yep, he's on the money, so no mistakes there. Anyway, number 2. I was one of the first big adversaries that the Rangers faced. I had noble motivations for attacking them, though I did not live past 18 episodes. Who am I?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna read that again, even though it's in the chat. I was one of the first big adversaries that the Rangers faced. I had noble motivations for attacking them, though I did not live past 18 episodes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, Evan Hunter Gale!
Evan Hunter Gale.
Evan Hunter Gale got it. Scorpius from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Nicely done, Evan Hunter. All right. Let me just get this set up here. Number 3. There is not much special about me. Not much is known about me. But yet I was tasked with acting as the bodyguard of someone who holds high authority. Who am I? I think this one's gonna stump him.
Yeah, this is a good stumper.
Yeah. There's not much special about me. Not much is known about me, but yet I was tasked with acting as the bodyguard of someone who holds high authority. Who am I? I will say of the answers we've gotten so far, one of you is shit close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. One of you is so close you don't even know.
Oh, Evan Hunter Gale, no. Oh, or we might have to call it.
I know.
Oh no! Ding, 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 ding!
Oh,
ding,
Gavin!
ding, ding, ding,
Gavin,
ding,
you
ding, ding.
salvaged it! Yes! Argus! Argus from Super Mega Force. There was nothing really special about him. We knew next to nothing about him. And he was tasked with guarding Prince Fakar. Ho, 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 ho! Cut that one close. Congratulations. You got that one, sir. Nicely done.
And I think Mike was thinking of Darkonda.
Yeah, Darkonda.
Darkonda from In Space there.
Yeah.
For those in the chat wondering. But no, hey, 2 out of 3 for the chat there. That's not bad.
Not bad. Well, and there's still one more to go because now it's time for a keyword puzzle! You guys know the rules by now. This is a wild card. Anything goes. Basically, this has nothing to do with Power Rangers this week. You have until the end of the music to give me your answers. So let me get this loaded up here. And let's get this going. Kiwado. Holiday. Bugs. Containment. Keywords, holiday, bugs, containment.
Keep it in mind, everybody, this is a wild card. So you're actually throwing some up there, actually. That's not bad. Little Sentai, that's a little that's oddly specific.
Yeah. All right, time's up. Nobody came even close.
Oh.
No one even came close. The correct answer, Common Rider Birth. His upgrade is called Birthday Form. He has the caterpillar legs and the Clawsasori, which is a scorpion. The combined form of all the claws attachments. And his capsules were used for storing the claw's weapons. So, there you go. Sorry, guys, no winner on that one. So it's 2-2 this week.
Hey, we have a tie.
Yeah.
Been a while.
And Matty, I assume you have the other button ready?
Give me a second. Ready.
All right, let's do this. Now then, if fighting an android duplicate that's supposed to pose as who you really are, that steals all your memories, yeah, you're shaking hands with danger. And he ends on an update with the cosplay real quick. His dad has found nearly all the pieces needed. All that's left is getting boots for the skull cosplay. Cannot wait for Ranger Stop.
Awesome.
Definitely looking forward to that. Especially now we know that the two are actually going to be there to see it. Speaking of which, I need to get in touch with a couple people to get the ball rolling on that regard.
Ooh, yeah. And we need to get that plug going too.
Yeah,
I'll be on it. I will be on it this week or weekend.
I gotta work on my end as well. Also, we need to get in touch with Jonimus about a couple things because we've got our own stuff coming up for that.
That's true.
I need to talk to Jonimus because I think he can help me get a certain something.
Aha.
Yeah. John, Jonimus, if you're listening, please tell me you can get a certain 913 thing. I'll pay it off. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back in increments. Buddy. It won't be all at once. It won't be $500 all at once, but I'll pay it off like a bank loan. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Buddy.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, old pal.
Especially since all the pre-orders have been sold out. God damn it. And Japan Hero Collectibles is going out of business, so they won't have any, sadly.
Yeah. Oh well, Matty, hit that button while I run our outro going.
You do that, and I'll say those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at rangerrecap@gmail.com. The rules are on the screen. As always, ladies and gentlemen, here to tell you all about that stuff, plus what's coming up this week and weekend. The Shades.
Thank you, my good friend. Yes, folks, remember the rules. Opinions only, no news or full summaries. Toku questions only, no more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions, 1 email per episode. Keep your comments as brief as possible, around 350 words or less. And remember that all emails are due by the start of the live episode, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love how good I get at those. I get.
I know, right?
Rolls off the tongue now. I feel like Mark Summers when he figured out his introductions to Double Dare and ripped up the cue cards.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever seen that clip, it's awesome.
He conquered the cue cards.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here tonight on RVTV. Let's talk about what's happening the rest this week. For those who don't know, tomorrow night, it's the WrestleCast. Join Matty Jay and along with TWK as they talk about the wrestling news of the week. And of course, read your emails and comments as well, so be sure to join them for all the fun tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Then on Saturday, it's the Helmsman with Tony Helms and the gang playing more games online for you. Yeah, it's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So be sure to join them for that on Saturday at 5. Then on Sunday, it's Toku Riffs Live. Join the three of us and Spade Ace for the X8 Finale-a-thon. We had to delay it.
For real this time.
For real this time. We had to delay it 1 week. Fuck you, Irma. But we're going to do it this weekend. X8 Finale-a-thon coming, and we already know what's out on TV Nihon. Trust me, we're saving that, but we will get
Hey. Let's be do you guys also saw what came out on TV Nihon recently?
That's what I was just referring to.
No, not the bad one, the good one.
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
Yes.
I saw that one too.
Yeah. So trust me, we've got some good stuff coming as well as some bad stuff.
Yes, we have some help out of this. Anyway, that's going to be all that happening Sunday at 7. Monday, over on my channel, it's MetroCon Live. Another show that was delayed is the premiere of our concert. It's Caleb Hiles and Jonathan Young. The video has already been released, mainly because I couldn't change the schedule on it. YouTube Mobile doesn't let you do that. Fuck.
Oh.
So that video got released beyond my control. However, we're still going to do the live performance of it, and we'll probably have some friends joining us as well, so be sure to join us for that Monday at 8. Tuesday, it's Rift Down with TWK and the crew, checking out the latest WWE SmackDown and providing their randomness like they always do. So be sure to join them for that Tuesday at 8. Then on Wednesday, it's The Enemy Within. Join me and Maddie along with Lady K, Mildred the Monk, Mike Shell, and Biohybrid. Good God, we got too many people on this show. As we play some more Warhammer Online. You know, if you're a TRPG fan, you definitely don't want to miss that Wednesday at 9. And then, of course, come back here next Thursday for the next edition of Ranger Recap, where we'll check out the next episode of Ninja Steel. And, of course, check out your emails and comments as well. All that happening next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live, right here on RVTV. And, of course, if you'd like to support us, All of our social media is located in the description down below. Be sure to follow us on all of that. And of course, both me and Easy have our Patreons. If you wish to help out even more, even just $1 a month would be greatly appreciated. So please consider subscribing today and get all the benefits therein.
Yeah, help me get a Kaiser geared. I mean, make videos. Videos are what I meant.
Yeah. Truth be told, I am needing to save up for a new camcorder, so any help would be appreciated.
Indeed.
So, in the meantime, Easy, do you have any running jokes for us tonight?
Better. I've got some car jokes.
Oh, lovely. All right, brother, take us home.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us on the Ranger Recap. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you next week with a new episode, if we can find it. #FTN. Anyway, I'm Easy Rider. I'm reminding you that I took the road less traveled. Now, where the heck am I? I'm gonna start us off with one I told on here on the recap, but it's a really good one. And for those of you new here, you're gonna love this one. Did you guys hear the one about the Pope visiting New York City? And he was his flight to Rome back was taking off in 45 minutes, so he had a half an hour to get to LaGuardia, and his cab driver was doing the best he could, and the cab driver was going at the pace, but of course it was gridlock, and the Pope was like, "Come on, can't you get this thing moving?" He's like, "I'm doing the best I can, Your Holiness," but it wasn't a cabbie. He was a chauffeur. It was a limo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I told this joke. But anyway. So the Pope is finally fed up. It's like, look, let me drive or I'm never going to make my flight. Get in the back. And so the chauffeur climbs in the back and the Pope takes over driving. And the Pope, he freaking veers weaves through the traffic like they're going slow. And he's doing like 90 and he's just zipping by everybody. And he gets on the bridge on George Washington Bridge, and he's making his way to the airport, and he's like, and a cop pulls him over, and he looks in the driver's seat, and he looks in and the Pope is like, "Sir, prop officer." It's like, give me 1 second. Give me a second. He looks in the back seat. He sees the chauffeur with his arms crossed, kind of bummed that he can't drive. He can't do his job. So the young cop, scratches his head, and then he goes and radios the police chief. And the police chief says, "What do you want?" He's like, "Well, I just pulled over this guy, and I'm not sure what to do with him, chief." And the chief asks, "Well, who'd you pull over? The mayor?" It's like, "No, I think he's more important than that." And it's like, "Okay, who'd you pull over? The governor?" Like, "No, I think he's even more important than that." "Well, okay, who'd you pull over? The president of the United States?" No, he's way more. He's even more important than that guy. And the chief finally gets fed up. It's like, "Okay, who did you pull over?" And the chief looks at him, or the young cop goes, "I don't know, but the Pope is his driver." I'm Easy Rider, reminding you that the fan sub will never die. What's the fastest fast food?
I don't know what.
Lamborghinis.
Oh!
Yeah.
Two fish are sitting in a tank. This actually goes back to Victor. One looks at the other and says, "Hey, do you know how to drive this thing?"
Oh.
Tank? A tank? Not a fish tank, a tank? That takes a minute, but yeah, two fish are sitting in a tank. Yeah, that one can go over your head. But yeah. Anyway. I'm Easy Rider, reminding you that the fan sub will never die. We are your Ranger Recappers. We will see you in 1 week, barring anything. And as always, help control the ninja population, or Ranger population. Steal your ninjas as soon as possible. And as always, may the power protect you. We'll see you. #FTN.
Special thanks to Eric Vaughn and Cure You Crimson for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going. Also, thanks to Easy's patrons, including Chris Lee, Chris Froles, Michael Antignano, Stephen Harris, Galen Hanna, Alonzo Tompkins, Anthony Guidman, Matthew Goling Long, Dino, and super shout out to Eric Vaughn and Shane Thompson for their support.
They'll never beat me if they act like that.
Wait. Hello? Hello, who is this? You're not the real Arnold. I am the real Arnold.
Another Ranger! Fantastic! Then I can beat you all at once!
I will burn your eyes out with my stogie, you idiot.